Hello everyone, this is Hubert with Traveling with Hubert. In this video, this is May the 7th of 2022. We will be completing part 3 of our trip to Santa Claus, Georgia. We go through McRae. We stop at the Dairy Queen to have lunch. Then we go through Alamo, Georgia, then Glenwood, and then we do kind of a little quick ride through of Mount Vernon, Georgia. I went to junior college here, which is a 4-year college now, at Bruton Parker. Then it was Bruton Parker Junior College. Next week we'll finish up with part 4. We'll drive through a little place called Higson. I was actually going to include it in this video, but the video is already quite long as it is. But I'll include it next week. We'll drive through Vidalia, Georgia, and then we'll end up at Santa Claus, Georgia. Have a lot of still photos for you next week. Vidalia is a pretty thriving place, or it seems to be. But we'll check out the facts next week and let you know. As always, we ask that you subscribe to our channel. That makes us feel good, and I'm sure it helps out with the YouTube algorithms. We also like for you to hit that like button. I know that has a big effect on how much YouTube promotes the videos. And if you have something you'd like to share or questions you'd like to ask, always there's a place down below the video that unless you watch it on a smart TV, then I don't know how you might know how, but I don't know how to get to it. But there's always a place if you're watching on your computer where you can leave a comment, and we would like when we do respond to those comments. And if you like the video, or if you just know of somebody that might be interested in the places that we drive through, please share this with them. We would appreciate that. And as always, whenever we make a video, we ask that you just have a really, really blessed day. Okay, honey, after that little glitch with the camera, we're coming into McRae, Georgia. This is Telfair County High School.
All right.
On the right. Speed bumps. There's a state park up here, but we're not going yet. It's Little Moggy State Park. We'll go that, and we'll save that for some other day.
Okay, Robert.
For a place to get a little lunch here, honey.
That'll suit me. I mean, how big is this place?
I don't really know. I have to do some research and put that in the video, honey. I've stopped at that quick stop before. It used to be a Texaco station. And right across on the left up here used to be the Ford place, but I see it's not in service anymore. The only thing I see left is a service sign. Nice little residential section here as we come into town.
Yeah, look at that. That's cute.
Yes.
We got some cute houses in here.
Yes. You know, we were here once before. We came here for a church function.
Right.
The retired minister's spring dinner. They always do a fish fry. And they usually have it here at the McRae Methodist Church. But since COVID hit, I don't know what they've been doing, honey.
But they do have some nice houses in here.
Yes. Yes.
Some big ones.
Yes, they do. We're going to turn up here at the light. This is the junction of US 341, which comes from Perry. Goes all the way to Brunswick, Georgia, honey.
I wonder if they have a Walmart.
That I cannot tell you. Got a big old bank over there. Security State Bank. And they have a statue of the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
This is downtown, typical downtown area of these places, honey. Just being careful.
McDonald's over here.
Yeah, got a McDonald's.
It's a big home and garden place.
Yeah.
That seems to be thriving. Look
Yeah,
at it.
there's a DQ sign up here, honey. I think that's where I wanted to go.
Okay, I see it now.
The McDonald's is fairly new I don't remember it being here the last time I was in town, honey, but that's been a while. Got a therapy service building.
Seafood market.
Seafood market.
Therapy service.
Fitness center. And I'm assuming this big brick building on the left is the courthouse.
I hope this Dairy Queen's open.
Looks like it, honey. There's vehicles here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna park right here, honey.
That sounds good.
So my first Sundays.
Cool, thank you.
Yeah, it wasn't bad, honey. It was clean in there, honey.
Yeah, look.
And considering the age that it was, that this building is, that's kind of amazing. I'm trying to get out of the flow of things here. And back on the road. That was pretty good. You're just going to hear me talking for a while. Kathy had a phone call and had to edit that part of the sound out of the video, and I'll do my best to give you a running account of what we were talking about, what we saw as we head out of McRae toward Alamo. You see on the left there was a pizza place, the Village Pizza Place. This is a one-lane section of US 341, and we have to cross over here to head back into town, or head back toward US 280. The railroad tracks are still here. You see some houses on the other side of the railroad track. This is going to appear to be like we're out in the country when we make this turn, but I'll assure you we were still in town. water tower in the distance, water tank. You see the sign there for the Dairy Queen. You can that's so if you're headed in this direction, you can cut across and go get some of that wonderful food at the Dairy Queen. Beginning to see some buildings here. You see the McDonald arches. Can access it, from both sides of the split. This building on the right up here, that's a gray building. Right here appears to be the old train depot or warehouse that they used. Not sure exactly what it was, but we're about to turn onto US 280, and we're going to travel out US 280 until we get to the junction of US Highway 441, which is the road that we take into Dublin, Georgia. And also, right after you make that turn, you will come upon a state park, Little Okmulgee State Park. As you can see in the video, there's buildings. Used to be businesses. I'm not sure that some of these are still functioning. But where you see that Coca-Cola truck turn in, that's an old Coca-Cola bottling plant. And I think it's used as a distribution center now because there was a great deal of activity around it. Seems to be some activity right through in here. As you can tell, you see a few houses, a few buildings, and this is pretty typical of town in this section of Georgia. It's nothing out of the ordinary. There's looked like at one time a commercial building, and right next to it there's this dwelling. I think that's a dwelling. Now up here on the left, you're going to see a building on the left side of the video about where that truck is. I think that's a farmer's market building. Some nice houses over on the right. Pretty nice, country view, typical of this section of Georgia. And I can just imagine back in the day before interstates, people on this road and US 341 and US 441, these were the busy roads, people going from one place to another. And I think this bridge here, it crosses the Okmulgee River. I think that's right. And we're coming up on the junction of US 441 where it turns to the left up here. You can see the bridge in the left side of the video.
Where we at?
We're coming into Alamo, Georgia, honey.
Okay.
You ever been to Alamo before?
No.
We may have rode through it going over to one of the funerals that I had to attend over in Soperton.
Maybe. Anything going on here, or is it just another little...
It's the county seat of Wheeler County, I think. I think that's right. Again, more research will have to be done when I get ready to publish them. There's the Wheeler County Health Department, honey.
That's a convenience store.
Yeah, Aiden. There's a lot of Aidens around, honey. I think it's a family business. They're all over the place.
That's a kitchen cafe thing back there.
Yeah. Sharky's. That place looks like it might be closed.
Yeah.
Care Connect Family Practice, honey. They're around. Circle K. Country boy can survive if he's got a Circle K, honey.
Yeah.
Got a laundry room, honey.
Yeah. If somebody's in there, so it's not closed down.
That's right, honey. Looks like they got a Family Dollar and a Dollar Tree up here, honey. And they in the same building. Now that's new. Nice little residential section right here. And that just about. Well, honey, we've come to another little farming community called Glenwood, Georgia.
Okay, that's a nice house.
Yes, yes.
What is that? DOT.
Yeah, DOT.
It's another nice
Yeah.
house.
Some nice ones right through in here, honey.
Well, it's nice right in here.
Yeah, nice little residential section. The old school's up here on the left. Two-story building. I think I got any of it in the video, honey, though. You cold or what?
I just turned it up.
Okay.
I had to turn it down because the sun was shining, beaming in on me.
I'm gonna turn that down just a notch, honey. Got a Dollar General. Some clothes outside, honey. Might find you a shirt.
Yeah, I need some shirts. I just about gave everything away to the Salvation Army. Shirts I've had money so long. There's your another Circle K, honey.
Yeah, another Circle K. That place is out of business. Drugstore. That was a drugstore. No?
Well,
Yeah.
There's your drugstore. Were they out of? No. Some vehicles right there.
Yeah. Little housing project here, honey. All these little houses are exactly alike.
Well, at least it's kind of neat right here.
Yeah.
You don't see a bunch of trash in the
This
yard.
place right here used to be a used car place, honey.
Right there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. On the right. Then, this has always been a nice little section right here, but it's getting a little worn, honey, long, old, whatever you want to call it. It's a nice house up here in these pine trees on the right. Storage sheds and a Sweetwater Horse Event Park. It's another one of those.
Is it a racehorse?
Yeah. I think it's another harness track like we had over in Hawkinsville, honey.
No.
Anyhow, it's a horse facility anyway. That's good. We're going to cross the Oconee River up here.
That's a camp.
Yeah, Oconee Baptist Camp, church camp. And this is the new bridge across Oconee River, honey. I think the other one was damaged in the flood of 94, yeah. And this is the Oconee River, the border between Wheeler County and Montgomery County. Yeah, Mount Vernon, Montgomery County, Mount Vernon city limits. I have connection here too, honey. This is where I got my first 2 years of college from. Back then it used to be Bruton Parker Junior College. It's a 4-year college now. Things change. I don't think the city limit used to be this far out. Nice little residential section again, honey. Again, some of them are in better shape than others. Back in the day, that was a privately owned fast food place, and it became the Dairy Queen. Yeah, this all used to have big trees on it, and they cut them down. I'm just gonna ride up here through the center of town, honey, and then come back, and then go on our way. This church up here is the First Baptist Church, and that's a bank over there on the right. Methodist church is on the right up there. Oh, this is kind of new stuff to me, honey. It didn't used to look like this.
Food fresh grocery right there.
And this is downtown.
Oh, well, that's a cute little downtown.
I think I just ran a stop sign.
You did?
I don't know. It was kind of hard to see. They used to have a movie theater here, and all those buildings, most of them are closed, honey. And I'm not going to try to show everything. But, honey, there's another one of those hybrid Dollar Tree Family Dollar stores. You know, they bought each other. There was a merger, or one bought out the other. And
we saw one of those in Manchester, didn't we?
Yeah, I think so. Yes. Yes. But we're just riding around the courthouse square, and then we're going to go back on our way, honey.
There was a prison back down that way there on the side.
Yeah. La Cabana Mexican restaurant, honey. No, they wasn't a stop sign. I didn't run a stop sign.
You didn't run any signs.
Yeah, Montgomery Monitor newspaper, complete with an antique old
I
man.
don't know what BT's food.
It's just one of those local mom and pop grocery stores, honey. Yeah.
Some cute little houses right here. They were like right there at the road.
Yeah. And that store up here that says T-Birds on it, I know as far back as 68 it was T-Birds, honey. But all this has changed since I was going to school here, honey. 68. Well, actually, I went 68 and then again in 70. So.
How far was this? How far did you travel to get here?
It's 30 miles, I think, from here to where I grew up, honey.
And what made you pick these places?
Because I could drive here, honey.
Oh,
I didn't have to. I could stay at home and not have to rent a place, you know. I got a $75 a quarter scholarship to come, honey, to pay on my tuition with. Of course, that was a lot of money back in the late 60s. Again, a nice residential section we're going through, honey. college, honey. But these are the buildings on the left over here. This is all new over here. I guess that's part of the college too. But I had classes in that building and the next building. Now we're not in Mount Vernon anymore. This is Ailey, Georgia.
What is it?
Ailey. A-I-L-E-Y. So we're getting a twofer right now. 2 little cities to ride through for the price of one. And again, we're back in a nice little residential section, honey. You know, if people are interested in seeing more of Brooke Parker College, I can always come back and do a little more.
Is it a very good school?
It had a good reputation when I was here for a junior college, and I got a lot out of being there, honey. I did. Had some good professors and met some people that I don't know them anymore, honey, because I've forgotten them. But you know, we were friends for a while. Every once in a while, I'll run across somebody that was at school there. So one of my English professors was also the pastor of the Baptist church up here, a Mr. Brewer. But it was a nice experience for me. Like I said, I got to start my college education, and it wasn't that expensive for me to do because, you know, I was staying at home, and I also had a job. So I mean, I was working and, you know, staying at home, going to school full time, and that's about it.